Hey, movie fans! Just got back from the theaters from seeing In the Heights for the second time this week. That's right, saw it twice. Man, it was a lot of fun. Such a great experience. So fun to see this movie. If you like musicals, if you like dancing, if you like Latino culture, if you like empowering messages, if you like any of those, this is definitely a movie you're going to want to go and see. It has got a 96% on the Rotten Tomato score with a 95% audience score. Like, the ratings are great. It was simultaneously released to HBO Max and in theaters. So the box office numbers might be a little bit skewed for that. And, being a musical in the post-COVID box office era, right now it's sitting at about 15 million, which is okay, but really I think this movie deserves more. Gotta go see this movie. It's so cool. Like I said, if you like any of those categories, go and see this movie. It is just a great time and a lot of fun. And I'm really glad that I went and saw it twice. My first experience with it was not as thrilling as my second one was. Seeing it twice was definitely a good call for me. I wasn't like opposed to the movie. It wasn't like I didn't like it the first time. It just was kind of a different way than my expectations were for it. I think in watching the trailers, my mind was kind of going and I was thinking things were going to play out a certain way. So when they didn't, it kind of had me confused and I wasn't sure where it was going, which made the movie feel a lot longer to me. And it made it feel like it was moving slowly because I was kind of confused on where it was going. My own fault. But yeah, so seeing it twice really helped that way. And to be fair, it is fairly long. I mean, 2 hours, 20 plus minute running time. So, but yeah, it's a musical. In the Heights was on Broadway, started off Broadway, moved on Broadway. Lin-Manuel Miranda wrote the songs for it and starred in it. And then now in a movie form, it's starred in by Anthony Ramos. And this guy is awesome. He does such a great job as an actor, as a singer, as a rapper, as a dancer. Just like really good job. He plays the character of Usnavi, and he's a lot of fun. I kind of want to turn on my Stephen A. Smith from ESPN and be like, Anthony Ramos is a superstar. This guy is just so great.
That was Abuela. She's not really my abuela, but she practically raised me. This corner is her escuela now. You probably thinking I'm up Schitt's Creek.
I've never been north of 96th Street.
Well, you must take the A train. Even farther than Harlem to Northern Manhattan and maintain. Get off at 181st and take the escalator. I hope you're writing this down. I'm gonna test you later.
So, one of my favorite parts of the first time I watched it, that just really jumped out at me and was just such a cool thing that they did. It actually shows a little glimpse of it in the trailer. Let's cue that up. So in the trailer, right, you see Usnavi looking through a window, and then on the reflection of the window, you see the people out dancing in the street. And the choreography of it is just so cool. And I just remember watching it being so hyped. Like, what an awesome thing. And that's just a little example of what John Chu was able to do with some of the cinematography in this that brings to life, the imagination that comes out in song in a musical. So some really fun visual things that were happening. But for me, at the top of that list was the choreography. The dancing in the streets, the huge dance numbers. I'm a sucker for big dance numbers. When you got tons of people, everyone's just dancing. It's so great. And it wasn't just in the street, also in the pool, and amazing things were happening there. And that was just a lot of fun to see, and way cool that way. So loved the dancing. The songs are great. They're really great. I kind of wondered, should I go and listen to the music before seeing it or be surprised by it? And, I think I would actually recommend familiarize yourself with the music a little bit. Listen to it a little bit beforehand. I think that's what I would recommend. I definitely enjoyed it more the second time because I was more familiar with the music. I don't know if that's going to be true with every musical, but in this case, that's how it was for me. And there are some great, great songs, songs that I'm going to want to listen to over and over. Lin-Manuel Miranda also wrote Hamilton, of course, also wrote the songs in Moana. And he's actually got another Disney movie that he's working on coming out later. And so that's pretty fun. This guy is a genius. Genius, genius, genius. And yeah, pretty fun that Christopher Jackson, who played George Washington in Hamilton and also played the role of Benny for In the Heights, makes cameo appearance in this one. So that was kind of a fun little moment there. That's pretty awesome. So yeah, great time. Stream it, watch it in theaters. Either way is cool. I liked seeing it in theaters. The second time there was a little bit more of an audience. Like I said, the box office hasn't been like going crazy, so get out there and see it. Locally, to my local friends, it's also been down. So let's change that. But it was fun having a little bit more of an audience the second time I watched it. Just enjoy those laughs a little bit more. But after Carnaval del Barrio, the guy sitting like in the row in front of me when that song was over, I just saw him like raise his hands and like silently like a little silent clap. And when he did that, I was just like, this dude gets it. And I was so pumped. Like, that's so cool. So it's a lot of fun. After watching it, came home and my 7-year-old and I were dancing. And my little 7-year-old daughter, I was singing the song to her, which I don't know a lot of the words, but Carnaval de Barrio. I was, trying to sing it and little salsa dancing with it. And we were having fun with that. And then she tried to, mimic it and sing it herself, but she wasn't grasping onto the Spanish very well. There's a great message in this movie. And really there's multiple themes and messages throughout it, but the one that really stuck out to me that I thought was really powerful was this line right here. I don't want to say too much about it, so but there's this line, and this is not a direct quote, but something along the lines of how sometimes people work so hard to get there that they forget about what's right here. And I just thought that was such a cool line, such a great line. We need to have our hopes and our dreams and our wishes and to work hard for them. But we shouldn't sacrifice the great things that we have right here in front of us right now because we're so desperately wanting and wishing for those things that might be out there and that may not be able to come until later. So I thought that was a cool message. Great time with it. Loved it. Gonna love watching it again and again. Just to be fair, we didn't take our 7-year-old with us. PG-13, there's some swearing and definitely the references, the sexual references, innuendos, yeah, but also, just blatantly speaking of those things was also part of it. So just so you know, maybe not for the youngins, but good time at the movie theaters with it. Loved it. Lin-Manuel Miranda does it again, which he actually did it before Hamilton. That's how it happened. But go have a fun time with it. And yeah, thanks for checking this out, everybody. Glad you could watch it. And yep, I saw it twice.